Hiya folks, I'm Grim and welcome to Grim Grooves. Today we'll be checking out Xanadu from Rush from the 1981 Montreal Forum show. I can't wait to hear this. I've listened to some Rush songs, but I've never been the biggest Rush listener. I mean, the songs I've heard I have liked, I just never really looked into more. And even though I'm Canadian, I guess take away my citizenship because I haven't really heard a ton of Rush songs. And I've never seen them live and I've never heard Xanadu, so this is really exciting. I cannot wait to hear this. But make sure you hit the like button and subscribe so you can see all the new stuff I've got coming on my channel. So much more classic rock to dive into. I've only just begun, and I haven't heard like any bands live at this point. Except for what's on my channel, so there's a lot to get into. But if you'd like to request something, you can request it down in the comments, or if you'd like it right away, you can request it on Patreon through tier 2 or 3 if you want 1 or 2 reactions. Hi there, Postscript Grim here. I'm going to be doing a reaction to Limelight over on my Patreon if you'd like to check that out. But enjoy the video of Xanadu. But without further ado, let's check out Xanadu by Rush. Very fantastical already. It's very like what people in the 80s thought futuristic sounds were like space music and stuff. Interesting. Come in. It's so airy and ethereal. I was not expecting this. Like, I had no idea what to expect going into this because I've never heard the song before. I don't know anything about Xanadu. Like, I've heard the name a few times. I don't know if in relation to Rush. It's definitely been used in many different things, but this is just so interesting. Like, it feels like the opening to like a 80s like sci-fi movie or something like that. Like, it definitely feels like that kind of spacey vibe from it, like adventuring in space in the 80s and how they thought the soundscapes would be and stuff like that. But these synth melodies, like, they're all just so good. Like, every melody here is just really interesting and layered, but it's also soft. Like, it's clear that they're going to build into something much bigger than this, but it's all really, really interesting. Like, it's very rare to hear a song like this. It's really cool though. Theremin in there. Of course. Gotta have a theremin. Damn. That's interesting. I've heard, I believe, that Xanadu and this entire album, I think, is a story that's being told, if I'm not mistaken. And this is like the first song of the album or something like that. I just remember years ago being told, like, there's at least one album, if not this album from Rush, that's like just entirely just a story, just an interesting like space sci-fi story told in song throughout the entire thing. I could be mistaken. If you guys know what I'm talking about, you can elucidate me. But it's really fantastic already. Like the guitars kicking up after that, like just slow interlude in the first couple minutes. It just hits so much harder, and then everything else starts to pick up a little bit. We get the drums in there from Neil Peart, like, and Neil Peart as well. Like I've heard he's one of the greatest drummers of all time, and the songs I've heard have been fantastic. But I've never seen him perform, or I've never seen his drum kit before. That thing is insane. Like it's so big, but it's really cool so far. See, now it feels much more like the Rush that I've heard before. Like, just fantastic guitar riffs, fantastic melodies, even the, like, tuk-a-tuk-a-tuk-a-tuk, like the beats that I think Neil Peart was doing on his drums there remind me of the trees from Rush. Again, most of what I know from Rush is from songs that were in the Guitar Hero Rock Band playlist, like songs like The Trees, songs like Tom Sawyer. Like that's my knowledge of Rush for the most part. But the songs I've heard do have kind of vibes similar to this, but the first like 3 or 4 minutes were completely original. It was like something I've never heard before from Rush, and then we get into this like last minute and a half, and now here we got like the competing guitars from the two guitarists there, both with double neck guitars. Like, Rush doesn't do anything in halves. Like, you see Neil Peart's drum kit, you see each of them with their double neck guitars and everything, and I'm like, oh, that was such a good guitar riff. And then the other guitarist comes in and just does an even better guitar riff with like just a fantastic kind of spacey synth melody behind him. It was so good. We're not even halfway through this beast. Nice. Ooh, there's vocals in this one. Guess we'll find out.
Sacred river out to walk the caves of ice, to break my fast on honeydew
crazy. I mean, like the way that the guitar picks up as Geddy Lee starts to sing and just like flows along with him and then slows down immediately after he stops singing and then picks up again. It's just like, it's such an interesting structure of this song. I don't know if I've ever heard a song quite like this. Like, not only is it a long song, there's a lot to it. Like the 3-minute intro, which was just really interesting and spacey and unique. And then we get like a couple minutes of guitar playing, drum, like everything was going crazy a little bit. And then now finally, like 6 minutes in, we get the vocals for the first time. And Geddy Lee's voice is so distinct and interesting. Like there's not really any other, or there's, I don't think there's any other artist that sound quite like Geddy Lee. He has such a distinct voice and like the accent or whatever the style of like singing he does. It's just incredible. And I've never heard this song before, but it's so catchy already and like so fantastic. Like it's almost like a theme to like a D&D campaign or something like that, just some epic fantasy adventure. And it's really cool, like everything he's describing in the lyrics and everything like that, and looking for immortality and stuff. Like it's really fascinating. Nice. Love that sim.
To stand within the pleasure dome, decreed by Kubla Khan, to taste anew the fruits of life, the last immortal man, to find a sacred river love, to walk the caves of ice.
Baseline.
I will die no what we do, and drink the milk of paradise.
Sounds like we're probably going into another completely different phase of the song based on this like just slow transition melodies here, like the individual beats they just did here. Really interesting so far. Like this has just been fantastic. Like I definitely need to check out more Rush. This is what I'm realizing, like because I've never heard them live, I didn't know what I was missing. And that goes for almost all artists. I just kind of assumed most of my life that studio versions were the way to go. But I had no idea what I was missing, like how much I was missing not checking out live versions like this. Like it's so well done, and just getting to see like again Geddy Lee over there playing on the synthesizer, like just playing fantastic melodies, and then goes to the bass as he's singing, and just fantastic bass line as he's singing these fantastic bars too. Like they're all just so talented and so incredible. Like it just keeps getting better. Nice. Just once again, I love how the melodies of the guitar are done at the exact same beats, like waiting for the light, and it's like bam, 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 bam. Like it's so incredible, just the harmonies between them, and like them doing that solo in the middle, that was also exceptional. But let's get back to it. 80s.
held within the pleasure dome, decreed by Kubla Khan. To taste my bitter triumph as a mad immortal man. Nevermore shall I return, escape these caves of ice. I have dined all honey doom, none drop the milk of paradise. Oh, is it paradise?
Yes. Nice. This melody again. I wonder if we'll have an outro similar to the intro where everything just strips back and it's just very like mellow and very chill. But it's such an interesting song. Like I've never heard a song quite like this that's so varied and so distinct over the course of like 12 minutes that changes up so drastically. And also I can see where the storytelling aspect comes in, because not only are the lyrics all kind of like telling the story of like the ice caves and trying to find immortality and the pleasure dome with Kubla Khan, like it's all, there's so many interesting elements to it, and I can't wait to learn more about all this stuff. It's just so interesting. But the melodies and the like guitar solos and all these little flourishes and elements that are being added, they're all so fantastic. Like that spacey synth melody the entire way through is just excellent. Like I don't know that I've ever heard a song with that as an element in the song, but it works perfectly for this. Not only the story, but also just the melodies of the guitar and everything, like Geddy Lee's voice, like it's all pairing together and harmonizing so well. It's not something you would normally expect that would work as well as it does, but this is fantastic. I can tell why this song is so beloved. Nice. Nice. Damn. Oh, whoa. Wow. That would have been insane to be at. Like, I'm sure any of their shows, like, they still tour a lot. Like, Rush is one of those bands that just never stop. They always keep touring, keep making music. They're always working. They're like, yes. Like, they just always make new music and just always fantastic and so interesting. Like, again, I haven't looked into a ton, like, especially the newer stuff. Like, I just know it because I look up new albums all the time and stuff like that, or I'm always finding new stuff, and I see them all the time, just like, oh, there's a new Rush album. I may need to check out like Rush over the years and kind of figure out like all the stuff I've been missing, because it seems like there's a lot. And also, I'm going to be checking out Limelight over on my Patreon after this, because I just want to look at more from this. Honestly, I was deciding whether or not I wanted to, because this is a 12-minute song. It's kind of a lot, but yeah, I want to check out more from this show. So I'm going to check out Limelight over on my Patreon if you'd like to check that out. But this was exceptional. Like, from the beginning, like, just the soft, mellow, spacey synth melodies alongside this... I'm losing it. The guitarist, just fantastic melodies there. Like, it was so smooth, so mellow. A little bit of drums from Neil Peart there, and then we get the entire song shifts and it becomes a little more intense. The synth melodies are more intense. The guitar gets a little crazier. Now we have Geddy Lee and I'm sorry, I don't know the other guitarist's name here, but they were just doing a fantastic job there. Like, him on the guitar, Geddy Lee on the bass, like, such fantastic melodies. We didn't actually get the vocals to come in until like 6 minutes in, which I was not... I honestly, by that point, I had kind of just resigned to the fact there probably wasn't going to be vocals in the song. But when Geddy Lee starts singing, it's like, it's so distinct and interesting that it just blew me away even more. And then you have, like, again, the guitarist playing chords that just perfectly harmonize with Geddy Lee's vocals there. And it was such an interesting structure, as I said before, how, like, he would build up the guitar as Geddy Lee's singing, and then it would just kind of stop, and we just hear, like, the drums in the background, and then as Geddy Lee started again, the guitar would pick up, and then it would stop. Like, it's such an interesting structure for a song. Like, it's the type of thing where, like, I feel like music teachers, like, educators and things like that would see this, or, like, if you went to them with a song like this, with a structure like this, they'd be like, that'd never work. Like, it's just so all over the place. There's so many different, like, peaks and valleys and so much different styles in this. And also, like, that main spacey synth melody. Like, I'm sure most people wouldn't expect that would work in a song like this, but it did. It worked so well. Like, and it just kept getting better as we went on until the end, when it was just a huge finale. Like, this was a fantastic song. It's fantastic, too. It was so well done. But anyways, thanks for hanging out and watching my reaction. If you liked it, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe. And until next time, later days, folks.